Cleveland Browns wideout Josh Gordon was arrested Saturday for driving while impaired, according to Raleigh police. Gordon was doing 50 in a 35 with a blood alcohol content that was listed at .09. North Carolina state limit is .08. Gordon is already facing a minimum year-long ban for violating the league's substance abuse policy. RG3 tweeted this when the news broke. Through all the trials and tribulations, Josh Gordon is still family to me. We'll continue to try and help him, not tear him down. And former Browns captain DeQuell Jackson made this plea. If you're close to Josh Gordon, please help this kid. It's not about football anymore. It's about picking up the pieces of his life. We've had Josh Gordon on the show a few times. Skip Bayless, in your opinion, Stephen A. Smith, rather, not him as we point. Stephen A. Smith still on vacation. How much do you think this will damage his future?
America's the land of second chances.
Right.
Especially in the world of sports. And how old is this guy, Skip? 23? You don't shut the door on somebody forever. I mean, mass murderers, people like that, sure. But you don't shut the door on individuals with problems at the age of 23. With that being said, I'm done with Josh Gordon. I'm done with him. I hope that he resurrects himself and gets straight, but I harbor no sympathy for him whatsoever. And anybody who disagrees with me, tough, I'll get over it. There's a codeine test, you know, that he failed in 2013. You couldn't stay off the weed, okay, at Baylor, and then afterwards,
at Utah.
Okay, that's right, Utah, right?
Utah,
okay, and so, and then now, I mean, before I was like, stay off the weed. Now it's DWI. I mean, damn.
Right.
I mean, what is it? What's next? What's next? I don't know. Codeine, weed, alcohol. I mean, what's next? What's next? I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to hear anything about. Do y'all? I challenge anybody in this country to show me codeine, weed, alcohol that's worth millions of dollars. Now, I'm listening to Coach Herm Edwards on Mike and Mike earlier this morning. We all know how much I love and respect the coach who doesn't. Coach does this sports. Got a problem. Got a problem. You know, you got to help, you know. I want to hear that. What about your family? What about the people that you love, that you are providing for, that have loved you, supported you, stood by you the whole bit? This stuff is a choice. Now, if it were crack cocaine, maybe I would feel a little bit different, because obviously people that were stupid enough to try that, they got caught, okay? And, I mean, they got caught up. I mean, you can't shake that. You can't shake that.
Sure.
But there are plenty of people who smoke weed and got off of it when they realized it was going to cost them millions. There are plenty of people who, I mean, alcohol is a big-time addiction.
Big time.
But somehow, some way, there have been people able to shake that, particularly when there are millions of dollars at stake. There is no 9-to-5 job. Unless this brother becomes astute on Wall Street, there is no 9-to-5 job that's going to pay this man this kind of money. And if you want to sip on some codeine like it's another form of syrup, you want to sit there and stay on the weed, you want to get in your car with the DWI in Raleigh, North Carolina, my neck of the woods from college. Oh, they'll pull you over quick in a heartbeat for that stuff. You want to do all of that stuff? God bless you. You deserve what you get. I'm tired of all of this sympathy stuff. We want to sit here and talk about having influence on young minds, right? Well, how are we going to influence a future generation in a positive fashion by constantly coming up with excuses and giving passes to nothing short of flagrant idiocy? No, he ain't getting it from me. I told you months ago I was done with him, and I'm going to repeat it again. I don't care that he got a problem. Fix the damn thing. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I am going to disagree with you, and you will get over it, as you said earlier.
Yes, I will.
Okay. There is no doubt in my mind that Josh Gordon just went from very bad to worst. I think this might qualify as what they call hitting bottom. Because I'm pretty sure that in his appeals meeting that's supposed to be in the near future with the NFL, he will not only be denied now his appeal, that he wants to reduce his ban to, say, 6 games next year. I'm pretty sure Josh will be gone for the entire football season, this coming football season, and that his NFL career is now in doubt. We have had, as you pointed out, Josh on this show a couple of times. I've spent a little bit of time talking to him off camera and to those with him, his brother, for one. I always like what I hear from him. When I look him in the eye, I see a sharp young man with a decent heart. And you know how I always try, I know this is simplistic, but I sort of split the world into you have a good heart or you have a bad heart. I covered a lot of players who went south, and I just knew them, and I knew they had bad hearts, and they'll never get it, and they never got it, and they never made it. I just have a feeling, though I don't have sympathy for Josh Gordon at this moment, I do have about that much hope for him. But he's going to have to get it right here, right now, and it's going to take a big rehab stint. It's going to take coming completely to terms and telling the world, I got a problem. Because I think he has a big problem, whether it's alcohol or codeine mixed with whatever, what do they call it, drank, you know? Okay, whether that's the problem, whether it's just flat out marijuana, which can lead to some addiction problems, depending on what kind of marijuana you smoke. I think he has association problems because that guy who bailed him out the other night in Raleigh, that Fats Thomas, you know, who was, remember the P.J. Hairston issues at North Carolina when P.J. was a Tar Heel? And remember, this Fats Thomas in 2013 pleaded guilty to charges of possession of a firearm by a felon, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, and possession of drug paraphernalia. That is the guy who bailed out Josh Gordon, I should say Saturday night. It was Sunday early morning in Raleigh, North Carolina, your old neck of the woods. This is not a good sign. That's the man you are associating with who bailed you out. So we got all kinds of layers of problems here, but I feel like, having looked in that young man's eyes, and maybe he duped me. Maybe he misled me.
Look,
I got a feeling he is savable.
And let me tell you how y'all fall for the okie doke.
How do we do
Let me break this down.
I liked him too.
Let me break this down to you. Who said I didn't like Josh Gordon?
No,
I know that. I'm just speaking rhetorically.
Yeah.
I like Josh Gordon. I looked in his eyes too, Skip Bayless. I saw a nice guy. You understand? Why do you think I'm going off on him?
I saw a smart guy.
I'm going off on him not because I take any enjoyment. I'm ticked.
Okay.
I'm ticked
you
that
could
could do this to yourself and your family and the Cleveland Browns. You got teammates relying on you. You got a new coach. You got an organization that has stood by you, and you're throwing them to the woodshed. Why? Because you can't stay off the sauce, whatever sauce it is.
Whatever.
Come on now. This is the problem. This is what I'm talking about. You get to a point where you ain't doing dudes a favor when you explain it away. Well, you know, they got a nice heart. Well, you know what? So what?
Okay.
So what? How stupid can you be? I'm ticked off at Josh Gordon. If I was in his face, he probably want to hit me. Fine. Then you get arrested. And, you know, and that'll be that. And by the way, I hit back. The point that I'm trying to make to you is this. It doesn't matter whether it's him or anybody else. I'm sitting up here going like this. You are a brother with these opportunities. We constantly lament, particularly in our community, the paucity of opportunities that are available to us, how we are constantly climbing, and we have to deal with adversity.
And may I add a quick point, please? The football player I saw last year on the football field,
big time.
I'm talking about, I saw a Hall of Fame path. I saw a path.
That's right. This dude is special.
Yeah.
So you have all of this, and you can't control yourself? Nah, man. No. You don't help Josh Gordon by going on TV and going like this. He's got a good heart. No. So what? You're a kind guy.
Okay, But you're saying if you ran the Browns today, you just cut him, right?
I'm saying
you said you're done with him.
I'm saying to you, he would be gone because that's what he needs.
He needs that tough
because keeping him and protecting him ain't helping him. You know what he also is? He's a deceiver. Remember,
I know.
He came on our show, and then 2 weeks, what was it, 2 weeks later, we found out about the weed?
Oh, yeah.
One
day we had him on the phone from Miami.
Wait a minute.
And we heard later that day about
it. Was.
So the brother knew. He knew what he had tested for.
He
knew what trouble he was coming. Look, man. Look, you got to stop. Look, you can't help Josh Gordon by being an apologist. People make mistakes all the time until the mistakes are repetitive. Then you know what they are? It's who you are. They ain't mistakes anymore. When you do something over and over again,
it's who you are.
It defines who you are.
Okay, are you predicting that he's a lost cause for the rest of his career?
I'm telling you he's a lost cause if you protect him on this. He's got to suffer. He's got to hit rock bottom. Hit rock bottom ain't getting busted. People apologizing for you. Oh, you'll be better. No. Hit rock bottom is hit rock bottom.
Okay, so do you want the Browns to suffer for the next team that benefits from the Browns?
Well, again, like Mike Golick explained to me this morning, the NFL may take control, suspend them for the year, where the Browns don't have to so they can retain his rights. I'm all for that. What I'm trying to say is this brother has got to be called on the carpet. Your talent is elite. Elite. This brother is big time.
Okay.
And you're blowing it.
Okay, all I'm saying is you're saying you're done, which I have to define as lost cause. And I'm not done because I don't think he's a lost cause.
What I'm saying I'm done is I'm not making any excuses for him.
Anymore.
I'm done.
Apologizing.
No apologies. No. It's a problem. Please. Ain't a problem. You know what the problem is? You can't stay off the sauce. Weed, codeine, syrup, whatever it is, whatever concoction you put forth. I'm done. I'm done with explanations. He's got a problem. Fix the damn thing. Because other people are suffering, not just him.
2 games at the start of last season. Skip Bayless believes that he will be gone for the entire football season. More on Josh.
And those same brothers that's sitting there saying be there for him, last time I checked, none of them were broke. So feel free to pay his bills. Take care of him. Bring him in. He said you want everybody to look out for him, right? Take care of him. Take care of him. Let's see how sympathetic you are then.
There you go.
It's ridiculous.
Coming up next, more free agency talk. LeBron